Wiersema with him. We're going to talk about a project up on the north end of town, Lyons United Methodist Church. That's where Mary and I got married back in '75, but is now an event center. Cody, how did this all come about?
Well, I was perusing the realtor listings one day, and Joy Jensen had just listed the property, and I thought, wow, that's not a bad price. I love that building. I'm going to go look at it. So I went and looked at it, called Eddie Dunham. Said, Eddie, I want to go look at this church. I think I want to buy it. He says, oh yeah, I trust you. Just go ahead and go get it done. I was like, no. You're coming with. So we went up there and went through it. It probably looked the same as when you got married, I suspect.
Back in 1975.
Yep.
That was a while ago.
It was like walking back into the 60s and 70s. So, but it's a good solid church, had good bones, and it has a lot of history behind it. So I kind of fell in love with it, put the offer in, off we went.
So now, how much work did you actually have to put into it? Because I know all the pews came out and various painting and all kinds of things.
Yeah, so most of it was just cosmetic in nature. So unfortunately, because, well, it's still being used and functioning as a church. So Nick Powell, Hope City, they've had 2 services there now. Okay. And so on Sundays, if anybody wants to join them, they're there. I believe it's at 10 a.m. So it is still functioning as a church. The pews were a situation where if we wanted to set it up for venue events, they just wouldn't work, unfortunately. So we did maintain most of them. I believe you may have ended up with one in your house right there.
Yeah, my brother Ken and Kevin, who do some work for you. Kenny got his little 4-foot section. Of course, Mary and her sister Sheila were in that church from day one with their mom. So, yeah, a lot of history there.
You got it. So we were able to repurpose some of them. We also did incorporate them on the exterior of the church, on the inside. We were able to modify them a little bit, and they're actually now ledges, like almost like a drink ledge along the outside. So, and then we did give some away for folks like you, a little piece of Clinton history. And then the rest are in the basement, so nothing got thrown away from those. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Cody Seeley again. Kris Wiersema, you're in as well now. Talk about your role with the Church Event Center.
So I guess you would call me the event manager. I started up a Facebook page and attached an email, and am working with people to view it and schedule it and hold parties, birthday parties, graduation parties, baby showers.
And you tell me you've already got some bookings.
We do. We're lined up already with a few, and my goal is to have a couple weddings there. I think it's a beautiful setting for a wedding, and a lot of people don't belong to a church, and this would be give them that setting at a little more convenient than trying to belong to a church or take the classes. So
talk a little bit about the capacity. How many people can you actually have there?
With tables and chairs, we will hold 200 people. We do have the tables and chairs. We have tablecloths and chair covers, so it looks very, very nice. Standing room only would be around $299.
Okay. Now, how can people get in touch with you, Kris?
We have an email on our Facebook page. Look for us on Facebook, the Church at Lyons. Like us and follow us. I did hold a little pop-up event Sunday for Mother's Day, mother-daughter tea. So we had actual teacups and saucers with tea and cookies, and it was a cute little event.
Very neat. Yep.
Cute little event.
Very neat.
So we have an email that you can reach us at thechurchatlyons@gmail.com.
All right, very good. Cody, when you first saw this and decided to go aboard and put this project together, what were you envisioning?
Well, I didn't know. I just know that I saw a building that I absolutely loved. I liked the location of it. Had parking. I was kind of going through my head. I'm like, well, geez, I hope someone doesn't buy this, tear it down, and put a Dollar General here. And so, nothing against Dollar General, but you know what I'm saying. Right. I didn't want that building removed. So that particular church has a lot of history. The original one actually burnt down, and then that one was rebuilt in 1893 in its place. And back when it was rebuilt, it actually had the tallest bell tower in the entire state of Iowa. Unfortunately, that did get destroyed over the years. However, the original bell is the bell you see out in the courtyard area. And there is a story that I read about that bell actually falling down and almost killing one of the pastors at that church. So there was a lot of history. The former owners, the Lyons Methodist Church, I worked with Sharon very closely. They did want to maintain the bell and keep it and take it with them. I felt so strongly that it was so historically significant to the church that I was able to talk them into leaving it.
I understand that was a bargaining.
It was I did use it I did have to bargain with them on that.
Yeah,
so,
right.
The other nice part is I did climb up in the attic. The original cathedral ceiling is still there. The beams are intact. Right now it does have a suspended ceiling. I suspect it was put in sometime in the 50s or 60s when there's the gas shortage. So we have much bigger plans for the property as a whole as time progresses, but you can only spend so much before you need to start making a little money on the property. But they took very good care of it. The building is ADA compliant. It's got an elevator. It goes to both levels. You can enter from the outside. No stairs, so that works out well. Stained glass windows are absolutely phenomenal in it.
Yeah, I've seen pictures.
Yes.
It looks beautiful.
Yes,
So again,
especially when the sun's shining right through those windows, it's beautiful.
Appreciate you both coming in. Again, Kris, if people want to get in touch with you, how can they best do that?
Look us up on Facebook. The Church at Lyons is our home Facebook page, and then we have an email, thechurchatlyons@gmail.com.
All right. Thank you both for coming in today.
Thanks.
AgriKing salutes the following graduates: Paige Curley from Fulton High School, Paige Robertson from Comanche High School,